Hello everyone, I'm Emily,
And I'm Scar.
and welcome to another episode of the Cottage Wars podcast. The sick
Um,
edition. We're both sick right now.
we're both so unwell. We're both going through it.
Mentally
So
and physically.
mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yes.
Um, and you know what else has spirits? The FNAF animatronics as they're possessed by dead kids. Segue time. I guess I was gonna say I was gonna put a call to action for someone to do, but I might just do it myself. Where I'm gonna for like the 2025 Spotify Wrapped, I'll do it of all my shit segues of the podcast
Please.
this year.
Please. I look forward
I'll
to
edit
this.
them all together in an epic montage for everyone's enjoyment to relive my segues out of context as well. So that's even better.
Incredible.
We're not just talking about FNAF 2, but
No. That is one of our topics. We're talking
that is
about
one of our topics.
like all the upcoming media that we care about. I'm sure there's a lot more that we don't care about, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah, there's so much going on. There's also so much coming out next year. No, like I'm sorry, I can't think that far ahead, but like cool. We'll get there when we get there. But in terms of like coming November, December, there's a lot of shit. I mean, dropping like imminently, if not has dropped or will be dropping the same day as this episode is Stranger Things season 5.
Actually, I think technically it's dropping the day we're recording.
Oh really? I have no clue. Well, I know it's different like for like obviously here in the UK, I think we get it later or something. Yeah.
I think
Anyway.
it was supposed to be Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
Like the eve of Thanksgiving. But then I
Eve.
saw people talking about it being the eve. Like Wednesday,
my dudes. I don't know. I can't say I know.
I have so many mixed feelings about that series.
Yes, me too. I think we share a lot of the same mixed feelings, and it's just I've been watching. Well, I haven't been watching it, but I've seen some people being like, "Oh, we're doing a big rewatch," and I'm like, I just don't have the energy personally to sit and rewatch 4 seasons of a show. And I know I should, given like season 4 came out like
3 years ago?
4 years ago. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I care. I care to the extent that I will watch season 5, but I also care so little because it has been so long.
Yes.
That I'm just kind of like, I just can't.
And season 4 was messy. So I'm just kind of like, I'm glad it's finally over. Yes. But like, I'm not like, the excitement I had for season 4 was much higher than what I have for season 5. And all I know is if you kill Steve Harrington, Duffer Brothers, I'm coming for you. I simply cannot handle it.
It's not satisfying anymore. Like,
no.
I stand on the hill that, like, if you killed him in season 4, it would have been okay. It would have been narratively satisfying enough for you to get away with it. But now everyone expects him to die. Therefore, if you kill him, it means nothing. It means nothing because we all expect it. So you got to hit us with a curveball or something. But I think people are like, I think a lot of people are gonna like die. I think a lot of people are gonna.
I think I don't know if it's true or not. There are rumors of how many deaths, but I don't think they're going to confirm that ahead of time. But they have said this season will have their most violent death, which is really saying something considering I know Max technically didn't die in season 4, but considering what happened to her, like that was pretty gruesome.
Yeah, I'm curious by that because it's never been really like, although I guess I was gonna say it's never been explicitly like gory, but I guess there were moments where we have seen like gore. Yeah, I'm curious by that. I wonder if they mean like violent because it's gonna be like one of the kids, and therefore like it's inherently more violent because it's a child, which is true to some extent.
You mean those middle-aged actors at this point?
Those 20-year-olds. It's some of them like the thing is like the one I look at the most is I look at like I mean they've all aged as one does when you go through puberty as they all have, but like the one that sticks out like a sore thumb to me is Finn Wolfhard. Like I just cannot like I think it's as well because he looks so much like my brother a little bit that I'm like I know you are not a child. Like I know you're not a child. Like I cannot detach you from my brain. I think 11 like Millie will be okay because she does like because they like put her in like such a different like wig and styling to how she normally is. You can kind of like detach her a little bit more. than you can with the other actors, where it's like they just look the same. Like that is just the same person.
I think I struggle Finn a lot, but I also struggle a lot with Gaten Matarazzo. Just because like I feel
Yeah,
like they try harder to make him look younger and it doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, what
no,
are we doing?
it's tricky. I don't know. They were all like 11 and now they're all like 20, 21, and it's like it shows. Unfortunately, it shows. That is the way it. I mean, we'll talk about it as well, but like I don't have a problem with casting kids of their age to play roles of their age, but I think if you're going to do a series, you need to be mindful of the fact that like if you're not going to pump it out relatively swiftly, they will age out of the role. And like some people can detach from that, but when you've left it this long, I'm like I kind of can't show you grace. In the case of Percy Jackson, Walker Scobell just hit the most insane like growth spurt of his life from like last year to this year. That's just unfortunate. Like not for him,
Yes.
good for him, but like
Yeah.
unfortunate for the casting that like he has just massively aged, and it's like oh shit, like this is not like a 15-year-old boy.
Well, and like he aged like in the middle of filming season 1. So
yeah,
like that's not even his fault.
no,
He hit that growth spurt halfway through. And to their credit, they did season 2 is filmed and coming out, but they've already started production on season 3, I'm pretty sure. Like they are pumping that out as fast as they can.
Yeah, so I can provide them grace because I'm like, no, you're trying. Like you're actively trying to like get them out like year on year to like ensure that growth is like occurring, and also to keep the series relevant. Hot take, I know, but whoa, whoa. I know making shows is hard, but please.
No, I'm sorry. Even people are going to be like, oh, well, it was the writer's strike. Oh, well, it was COVID. There is no excuse for Stranger Things to have taken as long as it did. I saw someone point out, and I know they're different shows, like genre wise, but someone pointed out that between season 4 and season 5 of Stranger Things, they did all the seasons of The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
All
and
of
that's
them.
also getting a movie. I mean, I know the movie will come out afterwards, but it's also getting a movie. Like we've seen, no, it's listen, look, a lot of stuff happened, but ultimately it boils down to the fact that this is a Netflix owned show, and it also boils down to the fact that like Netflix contracts are the way that they run. I remember like watching a deep dive, and it's basically why there are like big gaps sometimes between those Netflix shows, and it's due to like contracting rights, because like Netflix isn't the same as like a Universal or whatever, where it's like I buy you and like you can't do any other shit whilst you're with me because like you are my actor. It's slightly more nuanced than that now because like people go off and do so many things, but it's kind of like no, you aren't allowed to like film whilst you're with me. Whereas like Netflix, because they don't have like the same kind of like rights, or at least they didn't, it's like they can't stop you from going off and doing a bunch of stuff. So it's like it becomes really messy. But I don't know why it took them so long. And also like it's really funny because like there's things coming out being like, oh, the Duffer Brothers wanted them to come out like weekly and Netflix refused. So it seems like there's just a lot of like weirdness coming out with like the partnership, the communication between them all. And I don't know, like a lot of it is probably so much fake news, but I'm just like, that's out there. I don't know if it's true, but it's out there.
I also just do not understand why they're dropping it the way they are. They're giving us there's like 3 volumes for this one. So like the first half comes out on like Thanksgiving weekend, so around now. The second one is what, like Christmas or New Year's, but then there's like a final episode, or maybe I just heard the final episode is going to be like in theaters as well, which like who cares, nobody wants that.
I think the final is like New Year's Day or something. I don't know.
It's so stupid.
I hate it. It's to stop binging. It's to stop binging. Streaming services are so worried about binging because this is why. This is not been confirmed, but this is why, and I'm right. So take it as you will.
You're right. Standing on business right now. Okay, go for it.
I know Netflix doesn't offer free trial anyway, but then bringing it out November, December, and January means you have to pay 3 times for a Netflix subscription, effectively.
Yes.
You have to pay 3 months worth of subscription. At minimum 2, based on like where you might buy it. Like if you want to watch it as it comes out, which in the age of the internet where you don't want to be spoiled and everyone's on TikTok and Instagram and everything, that's hard. So it's like if you want to watch it as it drops, you've got to buy like they're getting more money out of it instead of like if you go goes all in one go, or it goes week out like week, you could maybe get away with just like paying like $11.99 and then being done with it. And it's stupid. I hate it. Like I genuinely think it's so frustrating. I really dislike it.
I hate though the age of spoilers we're in, because another piece of media we were going to talk about is Wicked for Good, which came out last weekend, And now I've seen the musical. I know the full story front to end. I actually just saw the musical again a few months ago. But there's already spoilers out there that the cast themselves are posting.
Well, this is my thing. I think we've had this conversation before. And listen, people are going to be sat on the fence about this. But I've said this, and I said this to a lot of people in my life. Like, I know Wicked too. I've never seen like the West End production, but I know the story because I've like consumed a lot of like, you know, like musical knowledge. That I know what happens. I know the beats. I know the vibes. So like I knew what was going on, and I was excited for the movie because I was like, woohoo! Like I'm excited to see it. Really enjoyed it. I'm excited to see For the Good as well. I'm excited to see it. But a lot of people's first exposure into Wicked was the movie, and I know I know that the concept of Wicked has been out for a fucking god years, like years. And I know it's always the concept like you can't spoil something if it's been out for 100 years. Yes.
In this case, you can.
Yes, you can. In this case, yes, you can, because people don't like. This is people's introduction. A lot of people's introduction to musical theatre. Like it is like point blank. It is some people's being like, I didn't know this was a thing. Cool.
Yes.
And then the actual Wicked like media studio or like Wicked social media team posted spoilers in the posters of like Fiyero and Bach, and I'm like, people don't know where these characters end up on. And I know, and some people are like, oh, it's obvious, it's been out for so long. I'm like, no, it's not. For people who have first got into this, they've now been spoiled of the character arcs of these characters just from the poster art. And I know it sounds so silly, but I'm like, that sucks. Like, some people didn't know that, and I'm not going to say it in case people don't know, because I just don't want to add into it. But it's like there's so many people in my life where I was like, oh yeah, like they spoiled it because like so and so is so and so, and they're like, I didn't know that. I'm like, no, because you haven't engaged with the media. Why would you know that? Like, you have been spoiled by it through the advertisement. That's so stupid.
Realistically, unless you... Also, what is my lighting doing? Hello? I don't know if you saw that.
Woohoo! You were turning the flashlights on. You were like, yes, showbiz, baby.
Unless you're a true musical theater nerd and you like sought out the plot of Wicked the Musical, there's no way you would know it unless you watched a slime tutorial on YouTube. But like if you listen to the soundtrack, it is not obvious what is happening to certain characters.
No, it's not. It's really not. And like also like reading the book is like vastly different as well. But like, you know, I know
that's the beats. A hot mess. Which, speaking of, oh my god, I know we're not talking about things in the future, but did you see that he's writing a Glinda book now?
Yeah, I did.
That man resurrected and is like, I'm gonna write Glinda, which I know it's him just hopping on the train of it because people will eat that up right now.
Yeah, that.
But I'm like, I'm worried now because this was an issue with the first one of like people being like, oh my god, I want to read the book now, and I'm like, oh bestie, you don't know what you're getting into with that. So I'm like, how fucking weird is this book gonna be?
I don't think it's gonna be that weird. I think it's gonna be very like. I think it's gonna be interesting to see like the tone, but I think it'll be like, I think he's gonna lean into like queer Glinda, especially because like Ariana's obviously like lent very much into that with like Cynthia. Like I think I'm hoping the tone of it will be like good, because like just based on like how people have reacted to that kind of subtext, or non-subtext. If you actually like read the book, it's very blatantly there. But it's, I mean, also like Wicked is fan fiction of The Wizard of Oz, which is also fan fiction. Like it's all fan fiction of each other. Like it's baffling. Yeah. And yeah, it's crazy. I think also people get confused by the fact that like Wizard of Oz and Wicked, whilst are like aligned, sit parallel, as opposed to like it's all confusing, because like people were like, oh, this is like not my Elphaba. I'm like, no, that's not Elphaba, it's the Wicked Witch a little bit. I was like, you know what? Yeah. I just like actually... I'm like, you know what? I can't say this. I just don't know what to say.
It's funny because the high school where my sister attends actually just did Wizard of Oz. That was their musical this fall, and so we went and saw it, and it was so funny to watch it. Like, obviously, I know Wicked is a fan fiction of Wizard of Oz, but it was so funny to watch it from that lens of like,
yeah,
because I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in a really long time, and there's so many little like jokes and stuff that they must have obviously pulled from to make Wicked what it is, but it was so funny to like,
it's so good,
look at it through that lens. I was just like, I almost spoiled Wicked for good for my sister without thinking. I didn't, but I was looking at the cast list and I was gonna make a joke about Bach, and I was like, oh, where's Bach in this list? for the cast list, and then I was like, shut your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, no, I know a lot of people. I know when the posters came out, people were like, "Oh, like it's not a spoiler." I'm like, "No, it is. Like, arguably, this is a
It is.
spoiler because this is people's first exposure to something that has been like recontextualized for the big screen." And I'm like, I just felt like they just didn't need to, like, it's specifically Jonathan Bailey's poster, which I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Like the Ethan Slater one, I'm like, you could maybe, that's maybe a little bit mysterious. It's not. It's on the nose enough. Like, if you know, you know. But like the other one, I'm like, I don't know why you did this.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like it takes away from like such a big moment too.
yeah, like there's so much going on with those characters, and it's like, what if I just kind of like put a nice little ambient image in the background? I'm like, what? I'm like, why would you do that? It's like, for example, I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of now I'm trying to think of a comparison. And now I'm struggling to think of a
You were going
comparison.
to launch into an example rant without having an example at the ready.
I thought one was gonna come to me. It didn't. It didn't come to me. Okay, it's like, for example, in the Hunger Games, like people read the book, but it's like if the posters of the Hunger Games, they were like winner of the Hunger Games, Katniss and Peter, like they were like, here's the fucking winners of the Hunger Games. It'd be like,
Oh
why
yeah,
would
okay, yeah,
you
yeah.
you wouldn't advertise it like that. Like you wouldn't be like, here is the end of these characters in this book. I'm like, no, like
You know,
like what?
you know what's kind of funny about that too is because we were also going to talk about this is the fact that people thought Sunrise on the Reaping wasn't going to be that good of a book because we're like, we already know Haymitch won the games.
No,
Like, how
we
is it going to be
clowned.
good?
We clowned. We were kind of like that. I was
That
kind of like,
book.
I don't know what I was expecting. We both were kind of like, when it was a kind of announced, we were both a little bit on the fence. I was kind of like, I'm interested to see where Suzanne will take it. I will read it because I'm sat for her writing. But like, I don't know what else she's going to tell us. And you know what she told us? The most emotionally
So
devastating
much.
story I've read in my life.
Yes. Yes.
I've
And
only
I'm
physically just recovered from reading the book, and then the trailer came out, and now I'm just more emotionally distraught than I ever was.
that trailer's like what, 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and the
I
edits people are making from that 2 minutes and 14 seconds has ruined me. They are not allowed to have the full movie. I'm sorry. I have to put a hard stop to the Hunger Games editors. You're beautiful, you're brilliant, you're ruining my life though. You're not allowed to have the full movie. I'm sorry. You can't. People are already fucking doing a transition of Joseph Zeta as Haymitch, young Haymitch, nodding, and it transitioning into Haymitch in Catching Fire. Fuck off.
What if I just killed myself? Like, no, I'm sorry. When we found it, like, we all knew the casting was good. I know some people had a little bit of
Yes.
question marks. I was very pleased with the casting. I maybe had like, there's maybe a
I
few
have
where I was
one
like,
question.
of the casting.
Yes.
Yeah, I have one where I'm like, but like overall, I was very pleased. The shot where we see like specifically like Amber, and I'm like, that's a child. Like that's a child. That is
Them
a
hugging?
boy. That's a boy. Like I know it sounds
Oh my God.
stupid, but I'm like, that is a boy. Like, because when you like think about the other Hunger Games movies, especially, like I know there are like I know for example like Rue, like she clearly is like younger, but like she's not like she's young, but like she's not like this is a different level of child
Yes.
in Sunrise on the Reaping, to the point where I'm like, no, Suzanne's like clearly put her foot down to be like, no, these need to look like children. Like I'm done with like playing around. Like these are kids, and I'm like,
Yes.
they are kids. They are kids, and I'm scared.
Yes.
I'm like, no.
My
I'm
one
terrified.
casting question, by the way, is President Snow.
That's my one gripe too. I'm not 100% satisfied with the fucking weird ass curly wig they have him in.
Well, and like,
What is this
I
like weird
know
crimp he has?
they did so well on like young characters looking like older characters that I
The middle
feel
is a bit
like
funny.
I feel like they made an exception with him just because it's Ralph Fiennes. And like, do I think he has the acting chops to pull this off? Absolutely.
1,000%.
But someone I saw a picture of like Tom Blythe, is that his name? Young
Yes.
Snow, Middle Snow,
It's,
and then Donald Sutherland Snow. And I'm like, no.
it doesn't
It
pipeline well.
doesn't. It does. Like he almost looks older than Donald Sutherland. And like, at what point does he grow a beard? Because I feel like if he looks like that, he should have a beard at this stage, and he doesn't. And I'm very confused.
My literally like I think his appearance would be solved if he didn't have his weird wig.
Yeah,
I know
what
it's not a
is with
wig.
that weird wig?
I know it's his hair, but like it's a wig. Like we all know it's Ralph Fiennes in a wig. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of him, like, and his acting.
Yes.
I don't know if he's controversial. He might be a controversial
He
person.
is. He's actually incredibly controversial.
Oh,
He's
well,
sided with...
I'm not a fan of him. I'm a fan of his acting.
He sided with she who will not be named on a lot of stuff. So
big slay. Yay. Okay, amazing. Anyways, like his acting. And if he does anything like how he performed in The Menu, which like he was fantastic. I know he's done like a lot of like antagonistic roles, but like that one in my mind sticks out to me as like the way he can be very conniving, but also like can be empathetic. Because like Snow is like, you know, he's not like 2D. I am evil, big bad villain. Ha ha ha. Like there's a lot of complexities to him, as much as he's the biggest fucking incel to roam the planet. I just kind of don't. I get it's enough in the future, but I'm like, personally, if I'm Tom Blythe, I'm maybe a little bit upset I wasn't asked to just be put in prosthetics to make myself look a little bit older.
I also just like, do I think Ralph Fiennes can act a villain? Yes, obviously. But do I also have a slight issue with Voldemort playing Snow? Yes. Like, I know it's not the same, and I know he's done so much since then, but like, what do you mean two of the biggest YA series have the villain being played by the same person? That just like, it feels weird. It feels weird.
I forgot he was Voldemort. I forgot he was Voldemort because he like I was just about to say something really stupid, but I'm like, he obviously doesn't look like himself. I'm like, no, duh, he doesn't look like himself. He looks like Voldemort. Yeah, I forgot he was Voldemort. Okay, yeah, that is crazy. I, however, do think that's kind of funny, but it is silly. I do think it's kind of funny that we have two people who were just like, they're just the biggest bitch ass baby boys, biggest bitch baby boys.
True.
And then he was like, what if I made it everyone else's problem? I'm like, what if you went to therapy? Question mark? Yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping, the trailer actually haunted me. I can't believe they put like some of the scenes that they did in the trailer. I was actually like, what the fuck? Mouth aghast.
It's interesting though, because like you, unless you've read it, you don't even fully understand the impact.
Yeah. I was shook.
My mom hasn't read it yet. And she's like, can I watch the trailer? And I was like, no. And I was like, actually, yes, you can. There's nothing that's going to spoil it for her.
No, it's very well cut, where like, if you know, you know, but like, obviously,
yes.
That's what I like about it. Like, it's a very good trailer because it's like, it's a trailer for people who like, if you don't know what's going on, it gives you a little bit of a tease of the environment, the casting. But if you do know what's going on, you're like, holy shit. Yeah, I'm terrified. I'm actually really scared. There's so many instances in that where I'm like, this is gonna hit devastatingly, like, on screen. And I'm like, how do I recover from this?
Also, switching topics again, because that's apparently what this whole episode is. Because I just got an email pop up from Netflix, new season of Stranger Things, 7 p.m. tonight.
Oh, it is Thanksgiving Eve. Interesting. Yeah. I can't remember when it came out.
I don't think it was supposed to be this early, but here we are.
Well, when you're listening to this, it'll already be out, I suppose. I don't know when I will be consuming that. I don't know. I still want to watch Frankenstein. I mean, that's been out. That's media that I really want to watch. I'm a big Frankenstein girly. That sounds weird, but like, I enjoy the book. I enjoy Mary Shelley's writing.
I've never read that one. I should make that my classic.
It's good.
Next year.
It is very like pretentious, but that's just like because we're obviously reading it from like a doctor's POV who is just a bit of a pretentious knob. Like, he just is a bit like what if I had
pretentious as much as President Snow in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes?
No.
Then I can tolerate it.
No, he's more of like a know-it-all bit. Like, he does know what he's doing because he does like make a being come to life. So like, you're kind of like, okay, maybe you're slightly warranted, and you're like, he also like, there's like incest. I don't know. There's like, you know, there's other things in that book. But he marries his cousin, so.
Oh, but that's like normal for that time period.
That's what I mean. It's incest, but I'm like, it's kind of like not like I mean, to me, okay. Of the time, I'm like, no, it's kind of normal.
At any point, does he have relations with Frankenstein?
No.
Really?
No. It's there's like definitely like interpretations of it, but like, it's weird because
that almost disappoints me.
I have to read it again, but like, it's interesting because when Frankenstein's first like awoken and he's all like, you know, oh my god, existential crisis, as one would be, because like, why have you brought me into the world? Fuck off. Anyways, he like is like obviously like longing for companionship, which he like the monster, the creation, the creature, whatever you want to call it. It has many a name. Longing for companionship, doesn't really understand. Obviously, is different in so many ways because he's like, you know, built different literally. And then it's like the doctor is like, yo, you should seek a wife. And it's like, what if he didn't want a wife? What if we just wanted a bro or a pal? But yeah,
platonic like, friendship or platonic relationships are really important.
Yeah, and then obviously he gets like really angry.
Could have gotten him a dog.
Yeah, it goes crazy from there. And obviously Frankenstein's monster is like not best pleased. He's like, yo, what the hell? I'm interested because apparently in like this one with Del Toro, it's very like they seem to have made it incredibly more empathetic than like other renditions have. Because like there's different ways of telling it. Because like, don't get me wrong, the creature does do some like kind of gnarly shit. Like I'm like, okay, but I'm also like, he was a little bit upset he's spaghetti, and I think he had reasons to be. So it's like, and Mia Goth's like fantastic, and also
why is she playing two people? That's what I want to know. Is there a reason?
It's if you read it,
relevant like, to the story?
No, but I think it's like really good symbolism from like the fact that like he kind of has like mummy issues, and it's like the reflective of like I think it's to be like like to even like more nod on the head of like women taking on like such a mothering role and a wife role, because also that's like how she symbolizes to like Jacob Elordi's interpretation of and Del Toro's Frankenstein interpretation. It's like it could be very romantic, like it could be very like partner like romanticized, but it also could be very like maternal. So I think it's just her mirroring that. And there's also like a really good scene that I've seen where it's like her as the mother with the headpiece on, and there's a shot later on in the movie when Mia Goth is playing her other role, and I'm like, whoa, the vision, the scenes. Also like crazy because when that casting was first announced and it was like Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth, and it was initially apparently rumored to be Andrew Garfield as the monster, I was like, what the frick? And then it was like Jacob Elordi, and I was like, okay, sure. But apparently Jacob Elordi like is
I've heard rave reviews
like,
of him.
Apparently he is like phenomenal, and like to be told you are phenomenal alongside like Mia Goth, who like apparently also put in like the performance of her lifetime, it's crazy work. Like hats off to him for just being the king, I guess.
I truly applaud that man for getting himself out of the Netflix like zone.
Yes, he has now opened himself up to so many other opportunities, like not only with like Saltburn taking on a very like different role, but like still kind of like that evil kind of like boy, like he was still kind of like that vibe that how he was in Euphoria, but like going to this to prove that you can like it, because also like he doesn't speak, it's purely body acting and noises. So it's like to like physically act like that is phenomenal when you are performing that well against someone who is like Mia Goth's so expressive. She's like her like the way she like enunciates is like she has such a good face for the time, and I read that like Del Toro was like, I wanted someone who could like fit the era aesthetic but also looked modern, because it's like this is like modernized but it's like of the time, but it's like modernized, it's like a bit of a blurry thing, and it's like to have someone like who's just so good at just like looking at someone and you're there naked and gross and being like giving her a leaf is crazy. And I'm like, people are like, he deserves awards or not, at least nominations for it, and I'm like, I wouldn't surprise me. I'd love to see it actually receive like some acclaim. I haven't even seen the movie and I'm already talking so highly of it, but from what I've heard, like it is amazing, which I'm happy about. It sucks that it only went to like select theaters and got a Netflix release, because I feel like it would have done really well at the box office. Like a lot of people seemed like really hyped to see it. Like Del Toro is like such a phenomenal director that I'm like, why did they not put money behind it to go truly I don't know. I guess they just wanted to like just put it out there for enjoyment of people, which is great, but I'm also like, damn, you're gonna make money. You're gonna make money. But
I really want to see that. But you know what else I really want to see? I want to see Now You See Me 3. I love those movies.
I need to like watch them again to like even
get
back on the page.
Also, I love Justice Smith, and he's in this one, and I hope that man never gets PR media training.
He's
Let
so
him have his TikTok. He is the most unhinged person, and I adore him. The way that people will comment on his shit with like a edited image from the quarry, and he just yells at them, is one of my favorite interactions.
if I ever met him, we said this a lot, but like if I ever met him, if I ever met like Rami Malek, I'd be like, I love your work in the quarry, because I feel like it's funny to say that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Justice Smith is an icon.
Actually, though, you know what also would be really funny with him is I loved your work in Detective Pikachu.
Yeah. Well, also with Rami Malek, I'd also be like, I loved your work as King Tut in Night at the Museum.
Yes. I always forget about that.
Deep cut. Well, okay, this is really weird. I was thinking about this the other day because I was thinking I was thinking about I wasn't thinking about Rami Malek. I was thinking about Alton Dawn, and anyway, the chain line happened.
Yes.
And I was thinking, wow, I like knew of Rami Malek like way before I even like consumed Until Dawn, which was like really like put me on like the zeitgeist for him, as a person, like as a celebrity in my brain that I could like recognize. And I was thinking, I was like, wow, I used to have like a massive crush on like King Tut, like in Night at the Museum. I was like, yeah. I'm like, it all comes full circle. It boom butterfly effect. It was meant to be. Like, it was meant to be. So anyway, that's my ramble. There's nothing there to pick away from because there's nothing with him, I don't think, coming out recently. So anyway.
Honestly, I feel like if I saw Justice Smith, like, just in the wild, I don't know if my brain would, like, trigger that is Justice Smith. You know what I mean? I feel like there would be a part of me that's like, God, he looks really familiar, and I can't figure out, like, why. But, like, I don't know if I would immediately lock in and be like, oh my God, that's Justice Smith.
Some celebrities are very, like, NPC coded.
Yes, and he feels like one of them. I feel like he would just blend in a crowd.
Yeah. I
like,
think
not in a bad way. Like, I think he's a good actor. No. I just think he, like...
Yeah, I think
he doesn't have that aura.
Unless I saw him, like, at a restaurant, like, where he sat down and, like, stationary, maybe I'd be like... Because then I have time to, like, study, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, if we were just walking down the street, I'd be like... my brain would not process. When I'm walking down the street, I'm thinking of nothing. Well, I'm like, my head is like, we've had this discussion before. I have my headphones in. I am like on my move. Like someone could stab me and I wouldn't know until I'm like, ow. Like, I'm gone to the world. So if I saw him on my commute, I would have no clue. Like I would genuinely be so confused. So anyway, Justice Smith, if you're listening to this, we love you. We just wouldn't spot you in a crowd.
There's a lot, honestly though, like it's funny because you say like when you're, you know, walking down the street, you're like locked in. But it's interesting because whenever I'm like on vacation somewhere and I'm like in a large crowd, there's always this part of me is like, what if someone I know is here, like at the same time? So like I'll start scanning the crowds to be like, do I recognize anybody? So like I'm like simultaneously so unaware of everything around me and also so aware of everyone around me. So I'm like, would I recognize a celebrity?
Yeah. I feel like a holiday is different. I feel like you are a little bit more like maybe peripherally logged on, but like on the daily, no. If I have my headphones on, I'm dead to the world. Like I genuinely VR disconnect. Like something occurs in my brain where I'm like listening to music, listening to an audiobook, and I'm like, I could get hit by a bus. It would take me. No, I'm not that unaware. I'm aware of my surroundings. I just am not aware of people. I just don't care about people. Like I just don't care what people are doing.
Fair.
Like I could stumble upon like what are they called? Like when the crowd starts singing.
Flash mobs.
I could stumble upon a flash mob and walk through it. Like I would not even like in my brain. I'd be like, this is just normal things. Like in London, I just pass through. Yeah, I'm too busy to worry about.
It's funny though because I went and saw Moulin Rouge earlier this year. Not this year.
Yeah, I think it was this. So. I think it was this year. I think I remember.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year.
But we went and saw. It was the Broadway tour, and we were leaving the theater, and we were like walking a bit to get back to our car, and I like heard someone yell, and I like turned around, and I realized, like, obviously with stuff like that, there's no stage door like there is in New York, but I like turn around and I'm like, that was the fucking Duke. We just saw him. That was him.
Hey, it's you. That's weird.
We didn't like say anything. Like he was talking to some friends that had come to see the show. But I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm trying to. The thing is, I've probably passed so many like people that I probably would know or like know of, and just like never computed it because I'm like,
well, I've told you about Water Parks, the band, right?
yeah,
And how they walked past me. I didn't know them at the time, but they just full on walked past me, and
who knows?
and
Yeah,
now Austin Knight is out here reading fan fiction with Michael Clifford. Like,
life comes at you fast.
it does. It does. It truly does.
Oh no.
Speaking of
Also,
Michael Clifford, may I just say that the new 5 Seconds of Summer album, chef's fucking kiss.
I haven't listened to it yet. I need to listen to it.
They listen, all the cocaine they used to do, they put in that album, and it's phenomenal.
I'm like, no, they won't come sue you. That's just known. That's just fact.
They've written multiple songs about doing cocaine. Yeah. There's one on this album about them doing cocaine.
Like, they are so unbothered about the fact that they're like, no, we used to like blaze.
I think it's so much more common in like Hollywood than people talk about. Not necessarily just cocaine, but like drugs in general. I feel like everybody's done it pretty much.
I think it definitely seems that way.
Or has been offered, at least. Like,
I think also like given like they were kind of like edgy, punky vibes. I know they weren't true punk. Like, I don't like to throw the word punk out there because I know people were like, that's not punk. But I'm like, listen, not everybody is Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols who like potentially kills his girlfriend. You know, like not everyone's that kind of level of punk. It's a different kind of vibe. Allegedly killed his girlfriend, I should say. He died, so it's irrelevant. I guess I can stamp on his grave. I don't care about him or the Sex Pistols. It's just they're doing some like weird reunion. I'm like, why are you doing a reunion? Anyway, irrelevant. Really irrelevant.
Really,
but you know what's relevant to that point is their manager was called Malcolm McLaren. Speaking of McLaren, I hate you. Anyway, moving on. We're not talking about
F1. Hold on. No, you have to let me get this one statement out, and then I swear I will shut up. Actually, 2 statements, and then I swear I will shut up. Only one of them is about McLaren. Number 1, I need Zach Brown to stop talking. That man is so fucking American and thinks he's so goddamn right about everything and has to have an opinion on everything, and I hate him for it. I am so tired of that man. Number 2, I find it incredibly funny that people talk about the beef between George and Max when that beef is 100% one-sided. Max is so unbothered about George, and George spends half of his waking hours thinking about Max Verstappen.
Because he's in love with him.
Yes, but I'm just saying. It is so funny when people bring up their beef because like there's no beef. Not really. It's one-sided beef. It is George. Yeah. It is George out to get Max, and Max could truly not care less.
Politely, like Maximilian Verstappen has 4, potentially on to his 5th championships. George Russell has won a race a few times.
Can I say something controversial?
Okay.
Kimi WDC before George WDC?
George is never getting a championship. He's not championship material. Anyway, really that's not even a hot take. That's just fact. I'm sorry, George Russell. I'm not. I'm sorry. Someone's gonna tell you, and it's me. Toto won't, but it's me. I'll tell you. It's true though. Like, you have to be literally like phenomenal. Like, with so many talented drivers on the grid, you have to be like genuinely insane. And like,
he is consistent. Like,
yeah,
but he is not phenomenal.
He does not. He cannot. Like, I cannot name. I'm sure there is. I'm sure a Russell fan will come at me in the comments. But most of the drivers on the grid, aside from, there's a few that I can't. Obviously, the rookies don't count. There's a few drivers on the grid that I can't, and he's one of them. Where I'm like, I can't think of a race where I'm like, this was like a generational drive by him. A lot of the other drivers on the grid, I could be like, this race, I'm like world class, outstanding.
Kimi in Las Vegas,
yeah, Kimi in Las Vegas.
I still don't understand how that child. Yes, I'm calling him a child.
He's a child.
Did 48 laps on his hard tires.
Like Ollie getting P4 and defending, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, that is a phenomenal drive. Like, yes, George has had good drives, but I don't think he's had a drive where I've been like, wow, that is like showcasing like all your talent. Like, you're pushing the car to its limits. He just doesn't do a lot. Like, he just drives the car. And it sounds silly, but he just drives the car. Like, he needs to just be above that. He just needs to go a bit beyond that. And he just doesn't. And that's okay. Hey, get your bag.
I respect that he was having a steering issue. There was something going on with his car. But the fact that he like got on the radio and was like, when Lando's behind me, I'm not fighting this man. I'm getting out of his way and we're keeping P3. Like, I understand that, but like, you don't need to say it.
Yeah, just like, we know. But he felt like he had to like defend himself to be like, I'm not just giving him it away. Like, I'm like, you are though. You are giving it away free. Yeah. And like, you have to, because like, you could try and defend and you could end up like steering into him and like, right, that would be funny, but like obviously bad. Like obviously bad, but haha, it would be kind of funny, but not ideal. Right.
I would have enjoyed it, but
beside the point. Different conversation.
Okay. We're off F1. Moving on. We have so many thoughts. We'll do an episode on that later, though, once the season wraps up. However, I can promise you, if I have to say the words Lando Norris World Driver Championship, I'm gonna kill myself.
You're going to, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Listen.
I can't speak.
Max Verstappen.
McLaren have to liquidate themselves, though. Like, if that happens. Like, I don't know. How do you come back from that? How do you, like, what would their team statement be? Like,
I don't know. Zach Brown would find something fucking stupid to say. He always does.
I'm like, I don't even know. But it seems
anyway.
It seems likely that it will be Mr. No Riz, but we'll see what occurs. He effectively just has to like finish the race.
Well, he did that in Vegas and still got disqualified, so...
Well, the thing is, though, is I saw someone say, like, the McLarens have now had, like, a dump, a disc, and then all they need is a dunce, which is a do not start. And I'm like, if they, like, both, like, get damaged, like, in quali or in the sprint, and, like, fucking totals of the cars, I'm like... I mean, that's crazy. Like, do not starts are very, very rare. Like, it's very, very rare. Yes. Although, you know, it was... Remember when Carlos was sat? We'll get off F1. Remember when Carlos was sat and he just his car didn't start?
And then it did right as the formation lap was ending. And then...
sit there and wait for him.
Yeah, and then his car started on fire.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
That was wild.
It wasn't funny. It was traumatic, but it was funny because I'm like, what? I've never seen that happen before. Anyway, yes, irrelevant. Yes. Speaking of drama, there's no drama in FNAF. There's kids being killed in FNAF, I suppose. I guess there's drama.
Speaking of FNAF, actually, and Sunrise on the Reaping, McKenna Grace is once again out here getting that fucking bag.
People talk about like Tom Holland as like manifesting, like he manifested Spider-Man, he manifested like Zendaya. Don't get me wrong, like he did that, but also McKenna Grace was like, I want to be in FNAF 2 and sent in her self-tape, and I was like, that'd be me.
Yeah, but also like she's just out here doing the most.
Yeah, her and Mason Thames are like kind of running kind of like YA consumer goods at the moment, which is crazy. Good for them. And she's great. I mean, I'm glad that she's finally like broken out of the like, I'm portraying a young blonde child for my older blonde actress counterpart in 700
she did
movies.
So many of those, like
it was her staple, and she was great at it. Don't get me wrong.
Although there was one time she wasn't blonde, Haunting of Hill House.
Oh my god, yeah. She's owning it. I know people were like skeptical over her like Sunrise on the Reaping casting. But like her in the trailer, like that one like kind of like look she does, that like kind of like I was like sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
I'm here for it.
I'm yeah. I mean it's kind of like a little bit of a different kind of. I know in Miss Coho's movie book she plays a little bit more of like a angsty kind of whatever. So like obviously she's kind of like done that, but it's interesting because it's kind of like out of the typical kind of like, because she's so like, when you see her like she's like kind of so like lovely and bubbly, so it's like interesting to see like the kind of flip of that in this character that'll be a bit more like a little bit more gritty in some instances.
I'm excited to see her slap the shit out of Glenn Close.
When I saw Glenn Close get wheeled out onto the stage, I was pissing myself. It's incredibly funny and also terrifying, like genuinely terrifying, and also incredibly funny. Like, I was like, that is that is crazy work, and I love it. I was like, oh my god, that's kind of the diva. Yeah, I'm so excited. I also love, and this is one thing I think I like. I think I mentioned I sent a voice note to you, and then my voice note died, and then I think this is a point I raised in my voice note before it died, and then I didn't like remember it. But like, I love the color grading shift that we get from Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes to Sunrise on the Reaping, where like you see the capital influence making it a little bit more like fancy and a little bit more colorful, a little bit more sprightly. We're slowly getting the like webs, because like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is very like yellow. It's very like brown, yellow, muted, old sepia kind of like vibes. It's not. It has color to it, but like, you know, it's a bit more like dulled. And then this one seems a lot more like, I saw someone like take the the cornucopia like background, and they're like, why does it look like they're on the way to the Emerald City? I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's with the flower stretches and stuff. I was like, yeah, you know what? It kind of does. I don't know what to say about that. It does. And I kind of love it, because you just see the slowly like just the insect webbing of it all. But yeah, I'm like already sad about that movie that comes up next year. I'm like already crying inside.
I think I'm genuinely gonna have to watch that movie like at least 2 times, simply for the fact that I'm going to start crying when I sit down in that theater the first time. Like, I'm not even going to see half the movie, because I'm going to sit down and immediately cry.
I'm gonna have to like bring my own tissue box with me, I think.
Yes. You know those belt box things that singers use so that way they can belt? I need one of those so I can scream.
I apologize to everybody who's in the theater with me. I will be like hyperventilating, throwing up, crying. Like, I will be visibly unwell. I don't even think like I could like eat popcorn or anything, because I just think I'd be like
Would it be incredibly evil of me to bring my daughter's squirrel stuffed animal with me?
Oh my god. I'm gonna cosplay as a pile of bone.
Did you see for Halloween that McKenna Grace dressed up as a flamingo?
No, I literally was like, girl, stop. I'll bring a lawn flamingo with me to the theatre in solidarity. No, I am done. Speaking of like dressing up though, won't dress up for the FNAF movie, although I know last year loads of people did. I am sat. I'm ready. I'm waiting.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Next month, right? There's 12.
It's like, I think it's earlier than that, is it not? I think it's earlier than that. I think
December 5th.
Yeah, it's early. Yeah. I think I'll be watching it like the 6th, like the Saturday. So I'll be like, you know, almost opening night. Not quite. I'm not that eager.
I'll have to figure out when I'm going, because let's see.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it the Saturday night. I haven't fully confirmed.
I'd like to watch it that Saturday night, but I don't know. That would require me to get a babysitter, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, you have like other things to think about, whereas I can just be like, what if I just went to the cinema? A little bit different.
I'll ask my sister. What do I
need to go watch FNAF 2 with Matthew
She'll
Dillon,
understand.
Josh Hutcherson, Skeet Ulrich, Freddie Carter.
He looks so chopped in that movie, though.
Yeah,
he's got the nastiest middle part.
They all kind of look nasty, but they're meant to be nasty. But they do.
But like Josh Hutcherson was much hotter in the first movie, and I would like to know why they gave him a bowl cut this time.
Because his life's falling apart.
It was falling apart the first time.
And now it's again. Now he has to face like the toy animatronics, and they're scary. True. They're scarier, I think, than the normal ones, because they're like really weird looking.
Yes. I am sad though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great media coming out. I'm ready. I'm hyped. Let's go.
Yeah, we got Percy Jackson, like excited for that, obviously. There's just a lot of good stuff coming out. And then next year we've got a lot of good movies coming out. Like, it just seems like there's wins across the board. We're finally getting fed. I feel like it felt like the start of the year was kind of a bit like meh. And now it comes to the holiday season, everyone's like, what if we just gave you 70 million things to watch? And I'm like,
it's a Christmas miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle. I mean, everyone's off for the holidays, a bit early, but like people are off for the holidays, so like cram it in there, go crazy.
Absolutely.
Makes sense why Stranger Things is coming out today now, because I'm like, people will be off for Thanksgiving.
And we'll come back and give our thoughts on some of these things after we have consumed them.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wait well for Hunger Games, unfortunately, unless you want to rush them to release that early for us only.
Listen,
give it to me. If you like really want to like speed up your production, no, please don't do that. Take as much time as you need.
Make it beautiful.
But also like, I want it now, please. I mean, we already know what happened. Why can't we just have it?
Please, please.
But yeah, I feel like there's like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else coming out at the end of the year, but I can't think. So no, is the answer to that question.
Yeah, agreed. So let us know in the comments what you are most excited for, whether it's something we talked about or something we didn't mention. Let us know.
Yeah, and who's your fave YA transition actor? Is it Josh Hutcherson from Hunger Games to FNAF? Is it Matthew Lillard from Scream to FNAF? Is it Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort to Snow? Who knows?
Is it McKenna Grace from Hunger Games to FNAF?
What is this weird multi-universe going on? Anyway.
That's it. That's all we got.
Goodbye.
Thanks so much for listening. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. To stay connected with us, then follow us on social media, which are linked in the description. I've been Emily.
And I've been Scar.
Tune in next time for the best cottagecore podcast for the cottage whores.